And in my introduction, I was talking about all the things that's happening in the world. And with all these things happening in the world, you need a trusted person to step into the breach and help guide us to where we need to go.
What are you campaigning for?
And that man who stepped into the breach is named Joe Biden. And when he stepped into the breach,
The commander-in-chief.
he asked us for $106 billion.
Imagine a world.
Hey, right, no.
Imagine a world.
What we need now, what we need, ceasefire, peace. What we need now, what we really need, just $106 billion that I can take. Remember when $100 million was a lot of money? Remember them days?
Yeah.
There was a time in our lives where $100 million
before inflation
was like unfathomable. Like $100 million? Like who has $100 million?
Well, I'll tell you who claims to have it. The nigga running against him.
Who's that?
Trump.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying. But I'm now like $106 billion. Remember, this is the question, right?
Yeah.
Could we afford two wars? And apparently we can.
Yes.
If we just get a couple little billies.
Because war boosts the economy.
106. So Biden did a
grift?
No, what do they call it when they stop all the television channels? An address.
Yeah, an address. Yeah.
A presidential address to the nation.
Who pays for that?
Is that in the $106 billion price tag?
I mean, that's a legitimate question. Like, because there's advertisements that need done, right?
Well,
you got to TV stations have to
I don't know.
pay dues. So like when a presidential event or address comes on, who pays for that?
I don't know, but he did it from the Oval Office, and he made his case for why we need to have two wars and why this is a little couple of billions. We can make it happen. So the breakdown of the foreign aid request, $61 billion for the Ukraine. How many do we have a total spent from the Ukraine? Can somebody Google that? Like how much? Because haven't we already sent the Ukraine like mad billions?
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem like there's an end to what's happened. I don't know. At least I don't know.
Since the war began, the Biden administration and the U.S. Congress have directed more than $75 billion in assistance to Ukraine.
75. So now
another 60.
Yeah, like 60. Like 60, bro. So now you're talking about 130 billion, right? 14
Quick maths.
14 billion to Israeli military assistance.
In addition to the billion they get every year.
Right. Well, I think it's 4 to 5
$1 billion every week.
Well, I think it's maybe 4 billion a year. I don't know.
I thought they got $52 billion a year and for defense.
You might have to Google that. I'm not sure. I thought it was less, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. 14 billion for immigration enforcement. So this is like the carrot to the Republicans that he's going to take 14 billion.
You're right. 3.8 billion a year for defense
to help secure the border. He already a couple weeks ago he restarted building Trump's wall. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No one talked about that.
No, including us.
Yeah, but that was well, we had other things, but like
true.
The fact that Biden was like, you know what, I'm going to build the wall.
I'm going to rebuild. Right. $9 billion in humanitarian assistance, $4 billion countering China's influence in developing countries, and $3 billion for a little submarine base. A little $3 billion
C-Lab 2020. Remember C-Lab? Anybody watch C-Lab?
I do not. No. So, I guess, what do you all think about?
I just want to know where student loan sits in there.
We don't have enough money to cancel student loan
cancellation. I just want to know. Man. Because it couldn't accumulatively be anywhere even near those numbers.
And that's where it becomes like ridiculous. I mean, canceling student loans probably wouldn't hit the number of loans that we canceled for the COVID loans.
No.
What were those called? What was the
PPP loans?
The PPP, right? So exactly, like, we can't afford to cancel student loans, but we got $100 billion on the table, and also can't afford reparations.